Hello traders, today in this video we'll be doing our weekly market analysis on the pairs such as Euro US dollar, GBPUSD, gold and Bitcoin. We'll be doing this analysis for the week from 26th April 2021 towards 30th April 2021. Now on the Euro US dollar chart, we are on a one-day time frame. Since we're doing this analysis on a weekly basis, so we'll be looking at higher time frames such as daily time frame or even 4-hour time frames. We'll also be breaking it down towards 30 minutes or 1-hour time frame also at some cases. Now we've been on our last week's market analysis, we were talking about how Euro US dollar broke this major uptrend line right here and is kind of forming a downtrend line. And Euro US dollar, after making this move, didn't make a proper pullback, so it was on its way to make a deep pullback either towards this zone or this zone that we were talking about on our last week's analysis. And we can see right around here on this zone, Euro US dollar made a retest and then again gained momentum and broke this zone above with bullish momentum right here. Now we're expecting that Euro US dollar might make some pullback around here or here, then retest this zone over here, or it can even retest right now at this zone right over here. After making a retest at this zone, Euro US dollar might make some small time frame, might make some small support and resistance zone around here on this zone while retesting this zone. It might consolidate here a little bit, form some sort of a support and resistance zone around here when retesting this zone, and then we can enter short on Euro US dollar when Euro US dollar breaks below that small time frame support or resistance zone, like that small time frame support zone. So we can also use this uptrend line on a small time frame like a 4-hour time frame that we drew, and also on the break of such support or resistance zone, small time frame over here, as a confirmation to enter the trade short around here. So Euro US dollar can also go short without breaking, without retesting this zone too, but for that we'll be looking at we'll be entering the trade short only when Euro US dollar breaks this trend line and also this zone around here. This is a pretty strong key zone. We'll be waiting at this zone. Euro US dollar might make a retest over this zone and then retest this zone, or it can already be making its downward movement by breaking this zone. So we'll be waiting at this zone. If Euro US dollar breaks and close below this zone, that's when we'll be looking to enter short on Euro US dollar. So that's my analysis for Euro US dollar chart for the week up ahead. Now we're going to go towards GBPUSD chart. Now before we start, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, then please make sure to hit the subscribe button down below and also give this video a thumbs up. We do live trading every day on the London and New York session. So if you want to trade with us live, then make sure to subscribe and stay tuned. So on the GBPUSD chart, we can, on our last week's analysis, we were talking about how GBPUSD also broke this major uptrend line and is currently forming a bit of a downtrend line over here. This is its second retest point right over here. So we're talking about how GBPUSD, after breaking this uptrend line, might make a retest over this zone or over to this zone over here, and also that might be the second retest point on this newly forming downtrend line that we drew right over here. So what we're expecting is that GBPUSD might be making a second retest point on this newly forming downtrend line and may continue to move downwards by breaking this zone over here and come all towards this zone over here. Now we're not going to enter the trade short because GBPUSD just retested this zone over here and also retested this upcoming trend line over here. We're going to wait towards this zone, this important zone over here, and we're going to only enter short when the GBPUSD breaks and close below this zone. That's when we're going to look for some short entries on GBPUSD, or else we're going to wait for the price to actually see if it breaks below down or if it breaks above this zone, in hopes of the price reaching towards this important zone on the next couple of days over here at this zone. So that's my analysis on GBPUSD for now. Now we're gonna go towards gold. So on the gold chart, we can see we drew this zone over our last week's market analysis, and we are talking how gold was moving in this trend channel, and after here gold might break this zone and continues moving upward, retesting this zone or this zone. That's what we are talking about on our last week's market analysis, and that's what gold is actually doing right now. It broke out of this zone with this huge bullish momentum. Let's go to a shorter time frame like a 4-hour time frame to see it better. So you see we marked a zone over here, a support zone right over here, and the resistance zone over here. So we're expecting the gold to retest this zone over here or retest this zone over here. So if gold retests this zone, then it might it would make a retest point on this trend line, and if gold retests this zone, then it might make a retest points on this trend line, and after retesting this zone, gold may go down to retest another zone over here, making a retest on this uptrend line right over here. If you go to a shorter time frame, and then you can wait for the gold to actually break and close above this zone, and that's when you can take a long entry, setting your TP over here, and actually see if gold breaks out of this zone or continues moving downward after making some consolidation move over here, and then continues moving downward. So this is our both zones, like the support zone and then the resistance zone over here. So we're gonna enter short if gold like breaks and close below this zone. That's when we can enter short in hopes of gold coming to this zone over here. And if gold doesn't come down and continues moving up by breaking this zone and even this zone, then we're gonna enter the trade when gold breaks and close above this zone or breaks and close above this zone in hopes of gold reaching out towards this zone or towards this zone. So let's head towards Bitcoin. Well, Bitcoin acted beautifully, just like as we did our analysis on the last week. So on our last week's market analysis, we were talking about let's go to a shorter time frame, like a 4-hour time frame. So we drew this symmetrical triangle pattern right over here, that we're talking about how Bitcoin retested this zone and then making a pullback towards this zone. So we're talking about how Bitcoin is retesting this zone to continue moving downward, since it was forming a bit of a symmetrical triangle over here. So we're talking about that, how we're going to enter when Bitcoin breaks out of this symmetrical triangle pattern, whether it's a downside or on the upside. But our bias was that Bitcoin will be breaking out on the downside. If you check out our last week's market analysis over here that we did, you can easily see that what we are talking about there. And Bitcoin did break out of this symmetrical triangle pattern on the short side with bearish momentum, and after breaking out over here, we didn't enter the trade right away after Bitcoin showed this bearish momentum, like a sign of breaking out of this symmetrical triangle pattern. We drew these zones on our last week's market analysis, like this one and this one. If you watch our video that we uploaded, then you'll see it there. So we were talking about how you should only enter when Bitcoin breaks and close below this zone. That's when you should take an entry on the setting your TP over here at this zone. So that's what Bitcoin did. It broke and closed below this zone, and then we were hoping that Bitcoin will be retesting this zone over here or this zone over here. And so Bitcoin did break and close below this zone. We took our entry, and Bitcoin came down over here and making some pullbacks over towards this zone over here, to probably head out to this zone on the later upcoming days. So if you look on the daily time frame, you can see how Bitcoin is currently looking right now. So my analysis is that Bitcoin might be continuing its move downward by retesting this zone over here towards this zone, or Bitcoin might make some pullbacks towards all the way towards this zone. Or if you look on the 4-hour time frames, Bitcoin might make a pullbacks all towards this zone or either towards this zone, and then after Bitcoin might make its final move downwards towards this zone over here. So that's my analysis for Euro US dollar, GBPUSD, gold, and Bitcoin. If you want to look at my other analysis, such as on the pairs GBPUSD, JPY, Euro JPY, and US30, then you can head back to the next video. You'll see a link of that video on the end screen of this video. So just do that. And once again, guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, then please make sure to subscribe to our channel. We'll be live trading every day. So if you want to trade with us live, then make sure to subscribe and stay tuned.